And joining us live for more on the security situation in the southeast, especially Imo State, is Jerry Chukwueke. He's the chairman, Imo Economic Development Initiative Committee on Restoration of Peace and Security to Imo State. Good to have you join us, Mr. Chukwueke.
Well, thank you very much. I'm certainly glad to be here.
Let me start by getting your thoughts on this meeting, this Southeast Security meeting that is holding in Enugu State, where you have the service chiefs, the Minister of Defense and the Minister of Interior, as well as the governors in the Southeast.
Well, it's a great development, but before I comment any further on that, let me be clear. The Imo Economic Development Initiative that was founded some 5 years ago and worked with successive governments, focused on the Imo economy and nurturing of that economy for the empowerment of our people. And this group, our group, includes the top professionals in business, the academia, retired security top chiefs, including retired technocrats. All key Imo people are a part of it. Now, having said that, let us be clear. We condemn very strongly all killings in Imo State, all killings, including security agents that have lost their lives. They too have families, and many of them are Imolites. We also plead with the security agencies to ensure that they respect the human rights and fundamental rights of Imo citizens and avoid all acts, any acts of mass arrests, incarceration, any extrajudicial killings, and collective punishment. But very importantly, we are asking our young people, and that's the focus of this issue, because the Imo issue, yes, has several dimensions, but the key and fundamental issue is poverty that is driven by high levels of unemployment, prolonged over many years, successive governments, in fact. And the world had warned us over and over again that this huge growth of over 50% of our population that is youth and over 60% unemployment and many of our people without hope, in abject poverty, was a growing existential threat. We didn't take it seriously enough, obviously. But guess what? The chicken has come home to roost. We understand that. But now we have to deal with the issues. As they discuss security in Enugu, what is clear is that we are mobilizing all Imo citizens globally. As we had a big meeting on Zoom 2 days ago. Imolites, I remind you, are a major key player in the Nigerian project. Imolites, like Igbos, are reinvested across this country. That's well documented. But specifically in Imo.
And perhaps, Mr. Chukwueke, perhaps yes, maybe that's why there was a statement from the governor recently that some not just political leaders, but those who we consider to be thought leaders in the country are not condemning this enough. So what do you think should be done, or what are you doing to ensure that you pull in those who really matter, those who are respected by young people in the Southeast to restore peace?
We're doing so now. That's what we are mobilizing and infecting. And we're doing so globally in terms of Imo people. We are calling, just as from the resolutions of our last meeting a few days ago, all Imolites to engage with their respective families, their homes, their kindred, local governments, and ask our young people in particular to quieten down. That not only help is on the way, but there is hope. Because, like I said earlier, it's a bread and butter issue largely. The youth of Imo, as in the Southeast, and by the way across the country, feel left behind, that the project Nigeria has left them behind. But in Imo in particular, we have a great opportunity for young people. That's what our group is focusing on, and rallying Imo people around it. And using the opportunity of investment opportunities, not just from Imolites in the diaspora, and all those investors and prospective investors who want to focus on Imo biggest gas reserve in natural gas. We have the Seplat companies, over $700 million. We have the Walter Smiths that have built a refinery in Imo, 5,000 barrels a day refining. Imo opportunity is very strong. because the issue of nation-state government is a dying project.
Absolutely.
Look at the allocation coming to Imo.
Absolutely. Some people will agree with you. Mr. Chukwueke, if I may just quickly come in.
Yes.
You've talked about unemployment, which a lot of people will also agree that is key. But there are worries that, just across the board, there are worries that some people might be taking advantage of that. And so this might have become political. What do you think, and how can that be stemmed?
Well, this is absolutely part of what we're dealing with now, because our youth are vulnerable, and being vulnerable, many a time they fall prey and become victims of the political circumstances, but it's all bread and butter driven. And that's why we're hounding the message to them, and Imo people are joining in more voices. The bishops and the religious leaders in Imo have put together a platform for all of us to come together, engage our young people, engage the political parties, engage government, engage security agencies, all under one umbrella to restore peace and normalcy. We need it because Imo opportunity is great for our young people. This is where we must go. Look, the post-oil economy is almost here. You get a situation where the countries by 2030 in Europe and America and major parts of Asia are going away from combustible engines. So demand for crude is going to take a big hit just a few years from now. And that means this oil revenue that sustains the Nigerian project. So that's not where our future lies. Our future lies in the post-oil economy. Absolutely. And that's why, with opportunities in Imo, in natural gas, investments, quality education, bringing Imolites, particularly the key authority people in the states, working with the private sector to develop an southeast economic zone where we can throw resources together and develop our region. This is not an issue of yes, we know.
Amidst the agitation, so we'll see how this economic development plays in and how it helps curb the insecurity in the southeast. Thank you so much for talking to us, Mr. Jerry Chukwueke, the chairman of the Economic Development Initiative Committee on Restoration of Peace and Security.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. Thank you.